Master Clive here 2-star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Damn.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Anyway, what was I saying? The minions are harder than I'm mad. I closed the game. You closed. You guys should have seen Minima play Lies of P. They beat that first clown boss, and it was pretty fucking tight. They did perfect blocks and then a sick ass sexy parry, and they beat its ass sideways, and then they got into the zone and they killed it. It's pretty cool watch people like overcome and figure out like how bosses work and then beat their ass senseless. Good shit, Minima. 4 hours? I don't think that's that bad. That's not bad, dude. You're not like you're not someone that plays games like that. You're also playing on mouse and keyboard like a psycho.
That hunt for the bomb ash going?
Like,
I have it here.
I don't know many people that play Souls games with mouse and keyboard, but I think those people have a special place in hell. That might be a little bit of extreme, but still.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good
I do.
while.
Well, enjoy your special
You're
place
a
in hell,
gent,
dude.
Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
What did I help this guy build? Dork. Oh yeah, Dork's a mouse and keyboard main also. I should try joystick maybe? I don't know.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said
It's
it would.
preferential. Some games just feel better with a controller.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
Is it gonna make my bag bigger?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic.
I want
that
more
reckon
equipment
will make
shit.
Even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
I'll only be a mo. I'm assuming mo means moment. I'll only be a mo. Hook me up. Does this mean like I hold more potions and like as a whole?
What you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Hey, so what do I really wonder what I got. Weird science and a leveled up. Hell yeah. Give me that. I have so much what do you call it? So what is this? This increase. Oh, that's what it is. A consumable capacity. I want to be able to hold more fucking rings though. Not. I want to wield at least 4 more rings. You obtain the treated potion satchel. Hereby increasing your capacity of carrying consumables. Item slot increased are as follows. Potions 4 to 6, 3 to 4. Okay, everything was up by 1 except for the regular potions. Cool. All right, so now I have to go to talk to 2 characters, and then I pray that this will be the end of it, and I can do like a story mode thing. I can imagine a mo is just the amount of time it takes some guy named Mo to get from point A to point B. That'll be a funny way of fucking, you know, judging a time. Be a Mo. Martha, I got a rock for you.
We weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for you. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Is she gonna be like a rock? That'd be pretty funny. Or is she gonna know what it is?
A star ruby? I can't accept this.
Come on!
It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
Oh, take it.
Or if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Yeah.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again.
Well, don't talk about it
Anyway,
then. Just
why
take
are you
it.
the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to sell your debts,
The
isn't it?
Lord Marquis.
The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of
just
a
got really
recently
hungry out of
retired Lord
nowhere.
Commander.
I had
Word
some
is,
chips
he
on my
was the
break,
first
but
one
clearly
Sid
wasn't
reached out
enough.
to.
My stomach just went from...
Probably knew that without his strong arm
stomach's
and
super
level
empty
head,
right now.
the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
Maybe I
He
haven't been
didn't
paying
give
attention
up,
to
did he?
Otto at all.
Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement and rallied the rest around you.
Damn.
I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Damn,
That,
twice
and
as
you
handsome
keep
as
good company.
Sid? Have you heard his voice?
I suppose I do.
Dude, Sid's voice has at least 1,000 points over Clive. There ain't no way she can say that and mean it. Riz, that too. I have a cool voice and all, but Sid's voice was just butter, dude. Butter.
There's talk that the glass gate flood.
A true loss. Oh yeah, this town's full of bigots also. They don't like branded type.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want.
Maybe you're being gaslit? Maybe.
What am I gonna do without sweet water and olive talc?
Alright, take your payment.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
Here's a star ruby.
Oh my.
Oh,
Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
I have. Take
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive.
Why?
I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Well, I am, but Clive won't do it.
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The
Bulbles.
man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake.
Yes,
And
take
for
the
Otto's,
fucking
for all of us.
rocks.
For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it?
I'll be your
Very
payment.
well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
His son.
You and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Sid was his son.
Long
Gong
ago.
gong. I'm kidding.
Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it.
Depression.
I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Smell you later. He just
Whoever wanted to know the stones were delivered.
he didn't even say like
Still with
bye.
us.
Just turned around and walked away. See ya. Okay. Alright, now I can do fucking red shit. Dude, we've been doing all this nonsense just so I can see Sid's tombstone with his daughter.
Nick told me she was building a ship.
That's okay. I feel good that I'm done. I've done all this.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Clive.
All yours.
Nice, dude. Nice. One
Best
more.
of luck out there, Sid.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
About that. I tried my
She didn't
best,
want it, probably.
but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
God, literally this mission of me running around giving rocks to people, my God. Get me out of here. Should've just fucking snuck it in her pocket or some shit. She's gonna also be like, you don't owe me nothing.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations. And you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you?
I was a
Fine.
prince, ma'am.
I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Take the fucking rock, you stupid bitch. That was extreme. She didn't deserve that. She's actually one of the cooler
Get
characters.
this. A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much.
Cool.
Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Ooh.
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
What was she talking about?
I hear
Alright,
you
we're all
ended up
done.
delivering all 3 stones.
Uh-oh.
This lump. I
Lump.
sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
This motherfucker.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Don't pay this man.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Sadness.
But I do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
I wonder if his voice was always
died.
cool.
20 summers.
Damn. Young whippersnapper
Back in the
Sid.
day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, We set up drinking island rum till the morning.
I'd watch a
bell dragged
prequel
me
to
back
this
my
world, or play a
duties.
prequel. Watch a
My
prequel.
personal
I mean, same
remark,
thing,
mate.
right?
On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again.
Cool.
That was before fate stepped in.
He really did die like a
Essentially
punk,
having
dude.
none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his
Literally
first
from
mandate,
nowhere, fucking
and was
shot.
there hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own.
Damn, a whole ass homie.
Who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too.
I still don't know who
Left
this
the
guy
Royal
is.
Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Rest in pieces. I was going to basically say, I mean, I know what Otto does. He's just, I feel like they didn't do, oh fuck, flashback, shut up. A Sid flashback too. We get to hear his sexy voice again.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right.
Damn, he's not going to talk.
And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall.
But I know who Otto is. I know like what he does and stuff. It's just he hasn't had too many scenes like this.
I couldn't even do that.
At least early on in the game.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
There was like a billion scenes with the homie,
Leave that lot.
what's
I'll
his name?
tidy it up in a bit.
I forgot his name. What the hell? Gav. There's a bunch of scenes with Gav, but like there wasn't many scenes with Otto like this.
This is Sid's handwriting.
What's it say?
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk,
Oh!
but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Oh.
This note.
What about it?
Does he know it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He's about to fucking full cry right now.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
Ugly cry.
Why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
I guess that's the most he'll do.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us.
My dog just standing there.
I just shove people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
What is this moron doing?
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Cool. That was a cool...
Before you go,
Oh, God. I can't even talk. All right.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Oh, that's going to go in my room.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
It's going to go in my room with all the other cool
Thanks for
stuff.
the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Damn. Quest complete. Damn, only 20? All that shit I had to do? Walk in circles? Got Sid's goblet. Hell yeah, it's gonna be displayed. I didn't get to use this new sexy Excalibur just yet. Alright, finally! Are there any more fucking shitty green exclamation points hiding? Thank God. Alright, let's talk to this fucking asshole.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
She
God. Music
did,
stopped.
yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Huh?
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Where the hell is she going? Am I supposed to know where she's going? Oh, damn.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tose helped?
Who the hell is this? Oh, it's, I know this guy.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
What way?
You in a hurry at all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
Oh, God, we got
Got a
something for me to
letter
do.
for ya.
Okay, a letter.
Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Cool.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
This better be good.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canada has been a resounding success. The friends I've mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-ons in the free cities. I read that right? By which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believed Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt that the Canvrian authorities would take kindly to an unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. There's more? Another paragraph, which is why I penned you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle. What's his uncle's name again? Byron. What? There it is.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
It got a little hairy, you know, at the end of that thing.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It seems that way.
Wait, what?
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Fun.
Anyway,
Lol.
we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me.
All right, now you get to do some
Just be
juice.
Sure, give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope
Hey.
she's telling the truth at least.
We got Jill and Gav. Gav doesn't fight, it seems. I don't think we've ever done a single mission where this motherfucker actually fought. Where's this? Sid's Legacy. Central Storm Deadlands. Is this where the old hideaway got stepped on, essentially? Sid's Legacy, Central Storm. Yeah, this is where it used to be.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it.
So he won't say anything.
But I will say this, old friend.
Okay, never mind.
Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning.
Phoenix Down's not invented yet.
So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Oh damn, I thought she found... the daughter, potentially.
Lady Karen,
She's just gone.
that's a surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these.
I really wonder
So
if
our
this
mission remains unchanged.
will work.
We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
Hell yeah.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
Dude, there's still.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Boots.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
He's too
Stop
big to
that,
be
you're
shaken.
Brittany Bones,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
bloat. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and
What's
the
wrong with this
Buckland
guy?
markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way.
Easy.
It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Buckland.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
He's too big to be doing that shit.
Jill, you're with